Welcome to Never Split the Party, where we kind of know what we're doing sometimes. My name is Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd. I am joined by the envoy with the mostest.
Oren, that's me, played by
Maybe.
Patrick, and I'm pretty well known for being an actor extraordinaire and the talking piece of this party.
You can also sing on occasion.
Not very
Not on
well as an actual person, but Oren can.
I am Michael, and I am playing Zero, who is a android operative and also the pilot of our ship, and probably anything.
Resident murder hobo.
I'm Chris.
I'm pretty sure I haven't actually killed anybody yet, so
No, you have. You killed the goblin. Oh, didn't you also
No,
kill?
no, he blew the head off of what's his face.
Yeah,
And
the
I didn't like it.
gnome.
What?
You killed that gnome, and
I
I was like, "Why'd you kill this gnome?"
halfling.
Was it
No, he
halfling?
killed-
Halfling.
I did kill
Yeah.
halfling.
Look at what I've started.
Mm-hmm.
So after Michael, someone please go.
I'm Chris. I play Milla, Dotwood Abigail Priest. I'm the best dark mechanic there is out there. I'm also a rat.
You're also echoey, but please continue.
Apparently,
I'm
a jerk.
working on it.
I'm Nick,
What?
and
You don't even realize what you just did. do
Yeah.
you, Nick?
Nope.
Nope.
You were
hi, I'm
completely
Nick.
You said I'm
high.
No.
I am high. I am
I-
Nick.
No.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
you
Maybe I did.
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
did.
Steve, on.
Can we
Steve, I
just,
need you
can
to
we just clip that? Can we clip that just
Yeah,
small
of
little
course.
3-second
Steve
Hi.
Eisen, are you on it?
I'm Nick. I play Brawl. I don't roll well in game and in real life. On to the next person, please.
Hi, I'm Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer, and mixed media artist.
MMA.
Okay, so we officially need all memes of Brawl to be pictures of Towley from South Park. Because he's so
That's
high.
fair. He also doesn't apparently roll well,
High
so he's
above
got
me.
messy blunts or something. I don't really know
Oof.
where he's going with there.
Ooh, Dustin. Ooh,
Um,
Yeah.
all right.
ooh. Hoping
What?
your quality lasts.
What?
You just slid into robot voice a little bit. Good luck.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
All
Wow,
right.
you just teleported.
Yeah.
It was impressive.
Can you teach me?
What? You're not high
Okay, I'm
enough
just
level
gonna
yet.
write down 3 minutes. A bunch of stuff is happening, and we need to cut that for audio. There you go.
It's no use. I have to listen to the whole thing anyways.
Well, you
All
missed
right.
the swear words in episode 1, didn't you?
No, it's fine. So I don't know what I was going to talk about. Announcements. Does anyone have any announcements?
No.
I do. We didn't go over it, but we have a Reddit now. We have a subreddit. It's reddit.com/r/nstpcast.
Or
So-
alternatively, nstpcast.reddit.com.
Because the people of Never
Testing
Split the
that.
Party would not let us have their subreddit, even though they hadn't used it in 6 years. But I digress. I'm not angry. If you guys
Really?
are
Did they
listening, whoever
respond?
that was,
Y-
I
You
forgive you.
sound a little angry.
So they
Patrick was
responded
right.
and they said no?
yeah. He's like, oh no, we're going to start using it. Yeah, after 6 years, thanks.
Maybe
Woof.
they are.
Maybe. But
They're going to be our official fan club, obviously. That's what's
obviously.
Oh, that makes sense.
yeah.
But yes, reddit.com/r/nstpcast. That's our subreddit. Go use it. There's not too much there yet, but I'm sure we could find some use for it.
You should try to pirate it off them anyway. Like old school pirate. Like
Sure,
get
I'll
the
go.
guard.
I'll go to Pirate
get the
Bay and I'll
pistol.
download their subreddit.
No.
Onto our-
I'm
Oh,
saying
so he has to
find
go
out where they
commandeer
live.
a vessel.
Yes, that's what Nick got me. Nick, you're no longer on my poop list.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Anyone else have any other announcements?
I
Okay.
would like to announce that I really love this podcast.
I would like
glad
to
that-
announce that I wish these
my
announcements
favorite.
were written down ahead of time.
We have a document for that,
It's my
but
favorite podcast.
no one,
Listen to it
no
all.
one's
I wish that
used it
people
yet.
used it.
Patrick, I wish you'd use a lot of the things we use. You piece of
Oh,
All right,
Patrick,
before I get
please.
to a rage again and turn all red.
Oh, see, Pat's gone again.
We should just have like on his window, the asterisk runs away because. All right, I do have an announcement. It's a reminder from last week. If you guys are looking on the stream window, I don't know where it is because I refuse to open any more internet windows with my internet being how it is tonight. We do have Stream Boss instituted. Stream Boss is a lovely little thing that lets you guys kind of interact with the stream. You are able to use bits, subs, other things that Nick can explain if he wants. Anything you do that help. Nick, why are you laughing at me?
I'm watching the clip. I absolutely said it.
Stream Boss. Once you guys beat the Stream Boss by getting its HP down to 0, we will have an encounter with the bounty hunter Krellis, which we met way back in episode 3, Death in the Dead Dome. Welcome to episode 20. We don't really title these things until we're done because we do all sorts of Patrick Fleece. Thank you, Patrick. That's the first thing that I've asked Patrick to do that he's done for the stream.
Yeah, you'd think that's exaggeration.
It's not. All right. If we have no other announcements for the recap,
I wrote a song. Just saying.
last episode that
No one asked for that.
party went into the stream. No, god damn it.
Into the swamp, Dustin.
I'm so sick right now. I don't know if anyone can tell. So the swamp on planet Revel, which was less of a swamp and more of a strange melting city that the party didn't really investigate too much. The party was able to reach the crashed starship. It did not have the book in question they were looking for. Its last point of origin was Pyramid Station Beta, a previously unknown station, to the party at least. Also, they do know that potentially there's a Formian that was part of the magistrate's kind of goons he had hired previously, possibly also en route for the book at Pyramid Station Beta. You guys did learn a little bit of backstory with Zaretta when you guys went back to the town, and more importantly, you took on another passenger slash semi-crew slash, I'm not really sure what he's going to be, but Stevenson has chosen to leave Revel, which he was not a particular fan of, and join your, well, really at this point, Rye's troop, because he's a Rye groupie. Have I missed anything you guys would like to add?
Jade Nest pointed out that Brawl did roll above a 5 last session. So, that.
Yes, that is worth making part of the recap. Brawl rolled above a 5. Yeah.
And Miller terrified the
I forgot all about that.
what is it?
Just the people who would
Oh
follow
yeah, that was
on
good.
us.
That was good.
Yeah, was
Yeah.
it Pad?
It was
What was the-
P-Tor's enforcers. Yeah.
That one, Pitor.
Yeah, they were intimidated to the point where both of them fled the aggressive-looking Yosoki. Also, on that point, we do have character art that is mostly completed. The only one we're waiting for is Rye, because Patrick says it's still not handsome enough despite 70 revisions. We'll get there.
Gotta
Yeah,
be number one. Only the best for Rye.
You can't find him unless you need him to approve his own art. So,
Very demanding.
basically. The next picture is just going to be his face cropped out and pasted on to the art that the artist has done. I will say I'm super excited about the artist's work. I hopefully it'll be done soonish. I know there's a little bit of an actual delay with Rye's art, but as soon as that's done, we can start showing them off, and we'll update character tokens. You'll see them on YouTube,
Ooh.
thumbnails, everywhere basically, because they're really cool looking.
We should ask her to add the Ioun stones.
I probably can, yeah.
Little floaty. Well, you give the description
Floaty bits.
because you
Yeah.
told me about it.
Bits.
Little floaty bits.
Okay,
floaty
now,
bits.
Okay, Mike, you're the only one that hasn't said it yet.
I need a harumph from that guy.
let's hear it.
That's a Mel Brooks reference.
I refuse.
That's fair.
In
So-
character.
Go going forward, you guys are on the ship. Rex, Rye, you walk on the ship first, I assume. That's kind of your MO, right?
Sure.
So as you walk on board the ship, Rex is there.
hold on. Chris,
Hello.
we can hear you.
I'm not doing
Making
anything.
whatever big loud clickety click you're doing.
I'm not doing anything.
Somebody's making a big loud clickety click.
Way to be a jerk, Nick.
Okay.
He's high, guys. Don't worry about it.
Cut this. Cut this.
It's not a
Cut
thing. We
this.
don't cut anything.
Oh.
That doesn't help. We've not cut
Spit.
any. Every awful thing you guys do on stream goes right to YouTube forever.
Oh.
You asked for it.
Oh.
Just remember that. So, what I
Yeah.
What I was saying is that Rye walks aboard the Indecision, and Rex, on his little treads, is there to greet you. And the first thing he says is, "Ugh, this guy." And as soon as everyone else walks in behind you, he says, "Hey, everyone, how can I help?"
I don't respond by saying anything. I just one eyebrow goes up, and I look around like, what? Confusion.
Milla high fives him. Like just kind of like walking up the ramp, just kind of puts out a high five.
He high twos you in response because
Yeah.
he's got clamps. God, I'm really yelling at the
clamps.
color balance. I want to adjust my color balance because I don't have jaundice that bad, but
Not that bad, but you do have jaundice.
Just a little.
yo, livers are for like real people.
I have Davis.
Womp,
Okay.
womp,
This-
womp.
that was a
Yeah.
silence. That was,
Your joke's just.
yikes.
Can I give you a roll? Can I get a roll from you and roll 20 for that humor, please?
So
Yeah,
our next
sure.
emoji is a tumbleweed.
How's about Nate?
Hey, that sounds probably too high.
Oh,
Probably.
just like Nick.
Yeah,
Oh!
thank you. Yep. That's
I
we're
got one
officially
in. I
ruining
got
your,
one in
your
before I got too old.
All right, I'm gonna try and screw with my color balance because that's bothering me.
Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do now that you're on the ship?
Well, we got Stevethan here, and we're gonna want to get to Pyramid Station Beta, right?
Yeah, he knows the coordinates, right?
Yeah, we can input the coordinates.
We should set Stevethan up in the room that Miller is not using.
Because we realize we have enough rooms, we're just not using them. I'm okay with that. Do you guys? I'm gonna try and move you guys to that on roll 20, so you guys can see the ship again. For anyone who's joining us lately and hasn't seen the ship, this is the Indecision, which we did purchase from zerohour.com, the art for. Their Lakota is the name of the ship, so that's still on that page if you guys look around it. And yeah, so you guys are going to Pyramid Station Beta. That's correct. The reason why that was kind of in doubt a little bit last time is that technically you've met the minimum requirements for the mission, which was to find the crash ship. Anything else was a bonus for Alden Stoyer, the magistrate that hired you guys. That's where the money is the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys did technically complete the job. I just wanted to make sure you guys are on the same page. Discuss in character or tell me to F off and we'll just do it.
I mean, I'll do either, but
I'm kind of thinking that we'd want to.
no. Well, yeah, no, I'm definitely up for Pyramid Station Beta.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds
Beta
right
Station.
up Milla's alley.
So somebody should start a conversation about this on
I
ship.
would still want to.
Somebody that is, I don't know, possibly some
Yeah.
kind of authority figure on the ship might want to breach the subject of
Rice
what
is
we
just-
should do.
Rice is still just.
So
ignoring everyone
anyways,
else and
Milla-
staring at the android or the robot, going like, "Why? Okay.
Hi, Rye. How
weird.
are you doing today?
Hi, Rex.
Would you like some eggs? Oh,
Oh no, we bought more.
yay! Would you guys like some eggs? I'll make them runny,
Oh,
just
how-
like
how
Miller
long-
likes it.
How long? Hey, Rex. Remind me, how long were we on the planet for? How many hours / days? I don't remember. It's been a weird time.
Not very long, guys. Half a day, maybe.
Half a day, not long enough. Okay, good to know. So yeah, Stevethan.
Did he have an accent? I don't remember, and I'm also probably not going to be able to replicate it. I'll try. All right.
I don't know if he did or didn't.
I don't keep track of those things like I should.
You
He
should.
wasn't also supposed to join your ship. Yes, Rye, what can I do for you?
Don't make any more groupies.
Just wondering while you're here, what roles do you think you could fill on our lovely vessel? I don't mean like can you fly. I don't mean like can you taunt other ships, because don't worry about it. We got all those roles covered. I just mean like in the day-to-day.
You don't want to know if he can shoot?
What was that?
Said you don't want to know if he can shoot?
Do you want my out-of-character answer for that?
Is
No, I
it-
don't.
I
Is
wanted
Mike-
your, I wanted your in character. It was a joke towards Brawl.
Oh,
Oh.
See, now he gets it.
I got it.
I was expecting Pat to jump all over that.
dude, I'm tired.
So this is my first time on a starship. This is really my first time seeing one that, isn't a pile of parts.
No, that's fine. Are you capable of doing laundry? Because there's one member of this crew that and he just looks over slowly towards Brawl.
Camera
Who's,
pans over to Miller. Miller says, "Keep going."
Goes to Seeker. Oh, too far.
Who's not so great at that and maybe could use some tutoring.
Yeah, I guess I can do laundry.
High five from the #1 fan.
What would you say your skills are exactly?
What does this you say you do here?
Already more than Brawl. Let's go.
No, I'm legitimately curious.
Well, I ran a store that was a store at least back, in town. I could help you guys out with that and maybe generate a little bit of revenue, pick up knickknacks that I think people will appreciate.
I think we could put that on the back burner for now. Zaretta said that you might actually be able to help us find Pyramid Station Beta. Maybe get us some coordinates or something.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm sure it was, right?
It was.
Fist bump.
Boom.
Yeah, I have the coordinates. I've never been. I've literally never been off of the planet. However, yeah, I can get you there. For a little while, they were coming in through the radio, so I jotted them down. I'm going to keep notes, I guess.
Yeah, let's do it.
Can I have those?
Yeah, give him over to that guy.
Sure.
Take it away.
Yeah.
Take her away, Hush.
And once he hands me them, I immediately go to the cockpit.
It's not really like he writes them down. It's more like he goes to the cockpit with you and tells you them.
He said he wrote them down, so I was hoping he had them on him.
No, God, no, he didn't. He took nothing. He literally walked out without clothes.
Yeah,
Great.
so he's gonna be
We
hanging
already-
out with Not Sob.
We already have a naked one.
I mean, he's got his attire on him. He just wasn't really a concern for
We've
him.
got plenty of clothes that we got from that ship.
We have a strict everyone wears clothing rule. That one was grandfathered in.
He's at the goblin that walks by carrying a shirt but not wearing it, like just dragging it across the ground, like with his low knuckled kind of like don't. He looks up at you guys, looks back down, and keeps going. Dum dum dum.
There's something seriously wrong with that one.
All right, so you guys have the coordinates for Pyramid Station Beta. You guys are taking off from the planet.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, I would
In,
say
for the
Before we do
for the,
that, I would suggest we scan for that the big ship.
yes.
Sure. You'll need to be kind of like off the planet, otherwise your readings they don't really work when you're on the planet. You're just getting everything kind of on it. But when you guys get into like break atmosphere, you can start doing scannings of the surrounding areas.
Wait a second. Remind me, why do we think that the book is on Pyramid Station B?
Because it was
Beta?
the log listing had that as the last place it was, and the ship looks stripped clean.
Okay, but I thought it crashed. I thought the book crashed on the planet.
No,
No
just the spaceship.
Okay. All right.
The spaceship
It was
that was supposed
speculated.
to be carrying it.
Yeah, it was speculated that was carrying it.
Okay. I missed that.
No, that's
Yeah, so
fine.
did I.
I got you. I'm paying attention. I got written down.
I also
don't.
wasn't here one time.
Yeah, yes, you were. You totally were. It was last week. You.
Did it happen yesterday? No, I forget it.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys take off into space. You kind of pull out of the amphitheater you had parked the ship in. You don't run into any issues. The cityscape.
So
You
as
said amphitheater.
well, no, as we're about to take off for the travel, I just in full view of everyone, I walk up to Miller and I say, "Miller, my friend,"
Yeah.
and I put an arm over his shoulder and I say, "Can I spare a few minutes of your time?
He's shorter.
Can I spare a few minutes of your time?"
Also, he
Yeah.
just touched the singed part of your fur. Just
out. Yeah, right. What do you want? What do you want?
Well, just seeing you out there on the battlefield has made me think that perhaps I need to stretch my artistic horizons, and I had this idea
Some of the
about
art.
a short play or short story about a Yisoki warrior. And I thought, who better to ask for like ideas of the culture and what, a real fighting Yisoki would do than to talk to perhaps the most
Nick has now taken off his headset, stood up from his chair, and left.
look at the deck.
Oh, now he's come back.
just so incredibly brave.
Big
and you
old
just
jerk.
Kept so I just kind of walk.
Hold on. Wait a second. Sense motive. I mean, I have very low wisdom, so I don't even know. 6. Sense motive 6. Yeah, he's legitimately thinking you're making a proposal to him.
I was, but
Yep. All right. Well, he doesn't
also
see the
there was a little bit of-
correlation. Oh yeah.
I definitely was, but there was also a little bit of slight towards Brawl. But it was
A little bit.
a little bit of
A
slight
little
towards
bit of
Brawl.
slight.
He's
All
so
right,
mad though.
Yeah, you're such a flatterer. I mean, I really haven't seen much on the battlefield, but when I need to put it together, I put it together. You know what I mean? I gotcha. But I'm glad someone's looking out for me. The way that dragon barfed on me, and the way I was plucking brain matter from your ear and your hair. I gotcha. No.
So brave.
Yeah, we can talk about this. How about when we get together with the crew tonight for dinner? We can talk about it over dinner.
Absolutely. Throughout the entire dinner.
So, you guys leave. You pull out of the amphitheater, the bombed-out amphitheater you guys had parked in. The cityscape was not threatening to you guys. It's pretty well maintained. Outside of this city, you guys were told that there were maybe possibly some creatures that you would encounter that might have been dangerous, but no issues there. Pull out of the atmosphere. You are in space. You can immediately start running scans now. You did know that on the southern pole of the planet, and you guys are towards the northern pole anyways, you're in the northern hemisphere. On the southern pole, there was a large vessel that you guys were unfamiliar with.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to scan it.
Okay, make your rolls.
All right. So, let's open up roll 20. Boo, plus 9. We got 22.
Okay, yeah, so you guys don't get any additional readings on that ship. You guys are able to see it is still there. Nothing has changed. It's perfectly stationary. Hasn't sent any kind of pings or scans your way. It's either ignoring you or doesn't know you're there.
Does it happen to be in the same coordinates that we were given?
No.
Okay.
You guys are actually going, let's see. So you got there from that. You actually have to go, you have to basically circumvent the other side of the planet and then continue on past that way. Pyramid Station Alpha and Pyramid Station Beta are kind of opposites of the planet, but they are on they're more around the equator not the poles. So no, you can definitely get to where you're going without going anywhere near that vessel. Or you can go say hi.
I scanned again, and I did not find anything new about that ship. Just letting you all know.
Thanks.
Yep. Real useful.
Looks like Seeker should just make the decisions, and then apparently Zero will carry them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So much
I am on
for
the
a real
back of the
person.
ship.
So, I mean, we could look at it, but do we really need to?
Do you know the size of the vessel?
Gargantuan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
very large.
tiers are there's I actually forget, is it tiny, medium, large, huge, massive, gargantuan? I think is the order. I might be
Yeah, I
mixing
think
that
so.
Ooh.
Can we get a picture of it? Like if can we bring up our screen and get a picture of it?
Yeah, it's a super tiny dot.
All right.
Yeah, I
so
think
we
it's on
can
the
get
other
like
side of
like
the-
a super
You
zoomed
guys would
in.
need to get much closer to have any kind of like, what kind of model is it? What is it? All you have is a ping. It's a ship. It is live and it is very large.
I think maybe we should swing by, take a look, see what we're dealing with.
Didn't we assume it was Border Space Union last time?
It could have been an assumption. I didn't give any information in regards to that. I don't believe.
Because wasn't it, as far as we know, related to the other guy? Perhaps the dudes that
No.
was dying on the ground, or is
No.
that a different ship?
No,
entirely?
they bounced. It was just the three of them.
Yeah, that's the ship that you guys are looking at would have a crew of probably thousands.
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, out of character, we pick up their signature. They probably have picked up our signature.
Not
Not so
necessarily
much.
true.
Yeah, we're small.
You guys would probably go under their radar unless you did something like alarming, or they were actively searching for you. If they were actively searching for you, they'd find you. There's not much competition.
Mhm.
However, Justin's not getting. I'm sorry, Seeker is not getting any readings that your ship has been pinged at all.
I would suggest probably staying away from it because we're kind of being looked for at
It's
the
true.
moment.
It's true. We know that that people are after us. I'd say we just make it to Pyramid Station Beta and get a job done, and most importantly, get paid.
Well said.
Indeed.
All right, that's going to be at least 3 versus brawl. I appreciate
Why
it. Brawl.
doesn't everybody laugh?
That would have been a very different way for the story to go, but I have it ready to go. But that's fine. So you guys take off. You kind of scoop around the planet. You go kind of past the North Pole, and you go on past it. You just travel in the coordinates that you guys are given. It is going to be another 4-day journey. It is equidistant from Rebel to Pyramid Station Beta is equidistant to Pyramid Station Alpha to Rebel. They were meant to be kind of opposite stations. They were supposed to be complementary, and for whatever reason, Beta was just never finished. Well, the reason being that Rebel went apocalyptic.
So did we just skip the pre-made or not pre-made? Did we just skip the dungeon that you had planned?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pyramid Station Beta is the dungeon.
Sweet.
We're not probably going to get there tonight, though, but we'll see. For these 4 days, is there anything you guys want to address? We won't do a thing with it, but is there a thing you guys want to address in the 4 days it would take you to get there? Just, I'll go around and ask you. You guys can give me a quick, this or that, and I'll say if that's going to make sense, and we'll go into that. And then if not, we'll just go into the next bit, okay? So, first up, because I think the answer is no. Rye, in 4 days, is there anything you would like to accomplish other than normal ship life?
Traveling, normal ship life. Crap, I thought I had something actually. Besides talking with Miller about the ideas for the play,
Toby and I.
that would be probably it for now. I'll think about it and maybe come in at the end with something.
Perfect. Zero.
If I can, I'd like to attempt to search for information on Pyramid Station Beta. I know we had never heard of it, but maybe we can find something on the.
Yeah. Give me a computers check while I ask whomever would be next. I think Miller's going to give me the most difficulty. Brawl's looking stuff. So, Seeker, while he's checking computer records for Pyramid Station Beta, is there anything you'd be looking for?
I probably would be doing the same as well.
I found nothing.
Okay.
And also,
Okay.
I'm probably going to, seeing the desolation and bleak outlook of Revel, it got me a bit inspired. So I'm gonna do a little bit of painting, I think.
Okay. Also, roll me a computers check while I ask Brawl, what are you doing with the next 4 days if you had the time?
So I think I would actually like to actively.
We both rolled ones.
Two
Oh,
ones.
I thought I did something again. I was very scared.
Give it time.
Give it time indeed. I would like to go around to the crew and just, ask if any of their weaponry would like normal maintenance done to it. Not probably going to do anything as far as like stats or bonuses, but I would like to do that for the crew that I like a lot and don't hate, not one person in particular.
Well, thank you, Brawl. I haven't really used any of my equipment. Plus, last time I checked, you get hair everywhere, so I'm going to pass. Thank you.
Last time you used your equipment, you blew yourself up.
You breathed
got a
on
point.
it wrong.
And Miller.
Mostly Miller.
And Miller.
Mostly Miller.
Dustin, I sent you a thing. Hangouts.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Justin. I don't know
Well,
if I can
your
hear-
sign that shows as Justin. Your name on Zoom is Justin.
Good, fair. So that works. Seeker, while you are searching and finding nothing at all on Pyramid Station Beta, where you can't even find a reference to it, you notice an odd smell. It's bad.
Okay.
It's real bad. Like that nasty sulfur smell.
Mm-hmm.
Multiply that by a large pile of a similar smell, compounded, left in a warm area.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do anything?
Yeah, I'll search around for where it might be.
Give me
Coming
a
from.
perception check.
I have a feeling it's probably eggs. All right. Crap, what's my perception again? My perception is bad. 2.
Just roll a d20. You'll be fine.
2. 16.
Oh yeah, it's totally the egg sculpture. It looks like the heat was
I thought
left
we
on
ate
in
that.
your room.
thought we
you
ate
didn't
that.
eat No,
I
you
took-
were gonna mount it
I
on the
did not.
ship.
I did not bring it. I brought it out of the room though.
You did not.
I did so. I
You did
brought
not.
that
No,
out.
he brought
I
it out to the
100%
main
brought it
eating
out.
area. He didn't.
did.
He brought it from his room.
Rex
got
the
brought
brought
it
main.
back in.
back to your room because leaving
Oh.
eggs out like that's disgusting, and he didn't appreciate your art.
Okay.
So you've got smelly, slightly melted sculpture that looks like Nyarlathotep in your room.
Not anymore.
Whatever adhesive you use seem to maintain the general shape. It's just now melted and giving off a tremendously foul odor. I do not remember whose room is next to yours, but it is.
Mine.
definitely-
Oh wait, no, it's Rise.
It's Rise.
It's Rise. Okay. I just
Oh, no.
assumed.
That backfired.
Yeah, Rye, while you are doing whatever you're doing, when you load up your next round of online streaming for liches and lasers, you gag like, "Bleh." Yeah, not good. So no computer stuff. Brawl,
I'm gonna
cleaning-
pick it up. I'm gonna bring it over to Rye's room.
I
Knock
lock
on the door.
I lock the
You
door.
don't even know.
I
Yeah,
have a
I
people.
knock
I
on
don't
the
trust
door.
you people. Lock the door.
Rye, did you bring this back to my room?
You just hear from the other side.
This was supposed to be a centerpiece.
Get
Uh,
it away, get it away, get it away now.
Yeah, I'll bring it to the trash.
okay, you dispose of the Nyarlathotep egg sculpture. Okay.
Pretty sure
Probably
we
for
ate
the
most of it.
No one would eat your sculpture, dude. You didn't just pile
I
eggs.
asked people
You
to
used,
dig
like,
in. I
no
did
one
say
did
dig
that.
in. I
God,
said,
that's disgusting. What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Did you not
So many
listen
things.
to the episode?
No, I'm not there yet. Please, I've got like 1,700 episodes until I have to listen to that crap. The only person I haven't
ate
asked,
some too.
and it's because I know you're gonna give me work.
Hello.
Miller, if you had 4 days, what would you be doing with them?
All right. Well, when Brawl comes up to him and asks for his gun, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, Knuckles, what's happening?
I'm going around seeing if people need any of their stuff, any other weapons looked after.
looked
Tuned up.
after? I mean, I usually take care of my own stuff. You might be able to help out Natsa, but do you want to take a look at the weapon that I made for you? Maybe I could do some tweaking. It was kind of, mishmash, kind of put together hastily. Maybe I can, make it a little better for you.
If you want to take another stab at it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop
You want to give me a hand?
Sure.
All right. So engineering rolls.
Let's do it.
All right.
You're gonna get 2. You get 2 days that you can work on it.
All right. So first day, go ahead, Nick. Go make your engineering roll for assist another. All right, cool. 19 on the first one. No, that's good, Nick. You just need a 10.
I know. My bonus carried me to the 10.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for.
All right. So first day was a 19. Second day is, oh my gosh, wow. We are rolling like spook. Yeah.
A 25,
So
but
a
it's only
total-
2.
Yep. So total of 18. 19, 18.
It doesn't quite hit the threshold. You need to improve it, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Is there something else you'd like to do adjacent to improving it? Because it's good enough that you guys didn't break anything, but
Yeah.
the new components, I'll tell you right now, the roll is going to be like 25 to 30, depending on what you want it to do.
You know what? I'll write up rules for what exactly I want to do after the show.
Okay. Yeah,
and
we can hash that out. So
yeah.
you've made, we'll call it small improvements to the device,
Maybe
or
allow it to have an extra charge or something.
what is it right now? Is it 1 charge and it uses up the whole battery?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah, in fact, we'll say you gave it 2 improved charges. It'll now can take 3 charges. We'll just power it up like a spirit gun.
Nice.
That's right. That's right.
Spirit shotgun. It's a fist.
Hey, Dustin, during those 4 days, I'm going to be doing that streaming thing that I started up because I'm interested with it.
Yep, and that's why that's what you're doing when you gagged on eggs.
Yes. So I want to see if the outtakes of me gagging on eggs made any leeway in the way of clips and recognition on the streaming community out in space.
Is that what you want to do, Pat?
Yeah.
All right. Give me.
In other words, what I'm making a profession check for monies.
Yes.
Slightly different for profession on that. Give me a profession check and then roll me a D100.
It's a shame I was flying the ship because I would have recorded that.
He records it
Profession check
himself.
is 14, so not all that great.
In terms of revenue, you didn't see much of an increase. Revenue should really only be adjusted like for a weekly basis. So nothing new there. Give me that D100 though.
D100?
Yeah.
35?
35. You were able to get 70 new views on that clip alone, or 70 more than you would normally aggregate. So definitely got some motion there.
Nice.
Not sure what the fall through is. Probably your kind of remote location takes some more time.
I'm going to relabel it and say smelled Brawl's laundry.
I like how we're Twitch streaming, Patrick Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all
Everything
those
Rye
new
does
views-
is at my expense. Not
Not
Brawl,
everything.
but Nick as a
Not
player.
everything. Not everything.
Unfortunately,
Just
all those
most-
views don't equate to more viewers per stream, though.
No.
You're correct.
We are getting so meta.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right. So we're going to.
before we go further, I do want to address Brawl because he did come around to everybody, and I didn't want to, shirk him off.
You didn't want to what?
Shirk. I didn't want to shirk Brawl
Off.
off.
Yep. just making sure.
Yeah. I didn't want to give him the cold shoulder.
I bet it would warm up
All right,
yours.
so Brawl comes up. And asks
Why
if
not?
I
Rye did.
need anything done to my weapon. I say, oh, I didn't know you had any interest in guns, except for these guns. As I hold up my arms like Brawl would, I believe you say, bam, and it just like sounds exactly like Brawl the way that he does it, as if it was like a recording.
Yeah. yeah, these guys. Bam!
Bam!
You hear? Hold on, I got this. In the distance, from behind a closed door, you hear Rye go, bam!
Miller walks up the hallway. I'm assuming he's right in the middle of the hallway. He's like reading something. He looks up. He just turns around and walks away. Just comes back where he came from. No, man. I'm not dealing with this. No.
Just because I don't use the things doesn't mean I can't keep them maintained.
Oh, really? Interesting. Where did you learn about maintaining guns?
Just experience. I fight things. People also fight things. They use different weapons than I do. I take care of my weapons all the time. Maybe I can help people take care of theirs.
Has anybody given you their weapons yet?
Miller did. Rye did not. He's not a very good person, I think.
Wait, Miller gave you his own... But isn't he an engineer?
Yeah.
Can he not take care of his own weapons?
Well, you see, I was offering a favor.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you, Brawl.
Yeah. I am a good person. Unlike
You really are.
somebody
You're probably
on
like
this
the
ship.
Best person here.
Bam!
Right, got him.
Awful.
Well, I mean, I don't think it really needs that much, but I don't see any harm giving you mine for a little bit.
Thank you. I'll make sure it's taken care of real nice for you.
Oh, thank you very much, Brawl.
All
How
right,
How was your sculpture coming along?
It was very smelly, thank you. Smelled really bad. I thought I had eaten it, but I guess I did not. It somehow ended up back in my room. I asked Rye if he had heard it. He had brought it back, but he didn't. So,
Oh, well, I don't. He's an actor. You can't believe everything that he says, I'm sure.
But I've disposed of it.
When Brawl's
Pained me a
saying
little,
these
but
things,
it smelled bad.
I picture him like just looking at Rye's wall that you share, Seeker, and just yelling it at the wall.
Pretty much.
All right. So that's fine. Are we all good with so far the days you got?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
You better not screw up
All
my
right.
gun.
Why would I do that?
I don't know if you're doing this to get at people
I'm not
or
making
something,
he's
but you
just
better not
being
screw up my
nice.
gun.
He's just
I
doing
try
what
to
he-
help people out, and they think I'm gonna screw them over.
Well, no.
Every time that you've tried to help out, it hasn't gone so good.
I know
Just
that
because
was,
nothing became of it doesn't mean it was always negative.
What do you think?
that was out of character, by the way. I didn't tell Bro that.
Miller, perception check.
11, because apparently I'm Brawl today. I'm rolling
Boom.
3s.
Okay, I'm not gonna let you get any info off of that. And
I just want to let you know that Miller did not give Brawl his weapon. Brawl was straight up lying to him.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I also remember that very clearly. But
Yeah,
that's,
I kind of got that. That's why I asked. I was like, wait a second.
well, that's metagaming, so stop it.
Well, no, I mean,
So, while you guys are traveling, Stevenson does give you guys a little bit of information on what he knows about Pyramid Station Beta. He would very frequently listen to the radio, which was something that Zaretta kept kind of in secret from Pitor, because Pitor has been pretty much anti-tech since they landed on the planet, and he kind of got accustomed to the people there. Pitor and Zaretta did originate from Pyramid Station Beta before they landed on Revel years ago. Stevenson did not. Stevenson's a native. He talks about how, as far as he knew, it was being renovated. It was currently a little more than a research station that they were trying to get up and running. And it was, again, you guys knew this from Zaretta, it was eventually supposed to turn into the Border Space Union Military Academy that would be, kind of related and have relationships with Pyramid Station Alpha, instead of the academy that did get built and you guys attended and were eventually expelled from. That got built as kind of a component of Pyramid Station Alpha instead of, separate. You guys are on your way there. In Zero, you begin to encounter some space debris. At first, some, floating metallic objects, some asteroids here and there. And as you get deeper and closer to these coordinates, you're about 2 days into your journey. There is a full-blown asteroid field between you and the destination. It's navigable. It's not so dense that it's a concern. You don't know exactly how deep it goes, and asteroid fields are never super safe. But it would be, there doesn't seem to be like a way around it without costing you multiple days. What do you do as you approach this asteroid field and you're kind of in the outskirts of it?
I immediately get on the comms and tell everybody to get up to the, up to the, what is it, the deck?
The bridge.
Bridge, yeah.
Sure.
I'm here at the fridge. What do you need?
I said bridge, right?
Actually, you know what? Stay at the fridge.
I show up eating pudding.
Did you get me one?
Where'd you get pudding?
I hand Miller a pudding.
Nice. I love this pudding.
No, I take it back.
Fun fact.
Take it back.
After Crunchy Crunch was recalled, they actually went into making pudding. I think this might be an earlier model. You got this on the planet, right? I wouldn't doubt it. You can almost smell the asbestos.
Not everything is made with asbestos.
You'd be surprised. let me take you down to the engine room.
Oh no!
So back to the current issue, and I gesture everybody to straight in front of us, an asteroid field.
Ooh, let me scan it. I scan it.
Yeah, roll, please.
I begin taunting the rocks.
27.
27.
Yep, those are
there
asteroids.
is a lot of metallic content in these asteroids, just minerals, and maybe there is some debris from ships that weren't quite as lucky. Nothing unusual, though. They will say they mostly completely screw with your scanners. You even with higher tech scanners, you would not get much readings from an asteroid field with this high of metal content.
Ooh, I can't scan very well because there's a lot of metal in there.
Ooh, anything look valuable?
Well, there are a bunch of pieces of broken down ships and stuff, as I can see.
Ooh, anything look valuable?
That wouldn't help you. You wouldn't find use out of that stuff. That's kind of like going to like a junkyard and picking out like the totaled cars for pieces. What would be valuable is if you had like a mining vessel and you might be able to mine these asteroids, or if for some reason this asteroid field wasn't charted, you might be able to use like information to an asteroid mining field. But that requires you guys to be outfitted a little bit differently than you are.
Would it
Miller,
you don't have it?
Miller does take notes of the coordinates to be able to sell information later.
Well,
What-
so that information, like, unless you were able to like really manipulate how you gave it out, no one's gonna buy unless you have some sort of ownership or rights, which you guys aren't fitted for. Mining is a whole sub game you guys can play if you want. We can go all Mass Effect on this, but
Mass Effect's a
Probes
mining game?
launched.
you might be able to use information to Sal. Sal's like group might be able to do something with that info,
Yeah.
and he may like because he trusts you as a business person. Compensate you for that, but that's probably the only financial benefit with your current setup.
Yeah.
So I look up at Zero. Think you can get us through there?
Shouldn't be a problem, but we'll have to take it slow.
I could try. I look up at Rye to help blast our way through.
Oh yeah.
That probably
Just
wouldn't be a
shoot all
good
the space
idea.
in between the rocks, and maybe you'll scare them away.
If you shoot the rocks and they move, they could collide and make things worse.
Zero's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting rocks in an asteroid field that is otherwise pretty
Listen.
stable.
Brawl's not the smartest tool in the shit if you guys haven't figured that out
Hey,
yet.
Brawl, let's go down to the rec room and play some Space Old Maid.
It's bold made.
It's Old Maid.
No.
I do think
Stop.
everybody should man their stations while we go through in case there are any hostiles in the mining or the asteroid field.
What's that, Zero? You want my company? Good enough. I'm here.
So Zero makes a good point, and he definitely would probably know this just with his character. In a populous route, it would be pretty common for bandits to hide out in such a field. This would not be a well-traveled route, but having that precaution isn't necessarily alien. It does make sense that something like this, because scanners don't really work very well, not a bad idea to have people on stations. Does
Alright.
anyone not
Or-
join stations?
Or at
I
the
go
very
to my
least-
station.
At the very least, we should do it in shifts
Oh, goody.
because
Our
it's gonna
safety
take
is in
multiple
the
days.
hands of our competent gunner, Brawl. Everyone can feel safe as we go through this minefield.
One of these days, I'm just gonna throw him right out the space lock.
And it's
I'm
a
gonna
really
give a
good thing
friendly
that we have
GM
such a
note.
great captain too.
I'm handling this. I'm handing this GM note straight to Nicholas. I have no issues with players killing players.
Oh,
That is not a problem for me. I will not kick you off the channel. Do it. He's baiting me, and I'm not
need-
even playing Brawl.
I need to wait like a level.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god.
Remember,
God.
Rye's not good at
Ex-
combat.
You would just accidentally.
Neither is
blow up
Brawl,
the ship.
apparently. Oh, sorry. Now I'm getting onto it too. Damn it.
See, it's addictive.
So Nick is not going to show up in any more episodes of Never Split the Party.
Bravo though.
No more awesomeness. dude.
Brawl will be just as effective.
Oh, no more.
Just be awesomeness, dude.
I hate you all. Why are you?
For
Why
everybody
am I
that
your
doesn't know,
friend?
awesomeness is Nick's other alias.
Oh,
So-
and
So,
no
Zero
awesomeness,
starts-
dude.
Zero starts
That-
navigating the asteroid field.
In the asteroid field, can I get another scan from you, Justin?
Yes, I would love to scan those asteroids right
I jam.
now.
I jam.
There we go. 24.
All right,
Would
yeah,
you-
there's totally a ship in there, and you do ping it.
Hey, there's
And-
totally a ship in there, and I pinged it.
So behind one of the larger asteroids, as you guys kind of enter the thicker perimeter of this asteroid field, you do get a reading from a ship like that is distinct from one of these rocks. The vessel is larger than yours. You guys are in a medium-sized transport vessel. This looks to be still freighter-oriented, although with clear weapon modifications. It is the class ship is, I think it's just called large, so it's just a size larger than you. It does ping you guys on your comm as you guys are kind of passing them, and a little blip of video comes up on your screen, and the notation underneath as to it coming from the vessel, the transponder ID is the Water Draco. On screen is a woman who's got like a cybernetic kind of implant over one of her eyes, and she's getting
Does it
real
say
up close
Gatorade?
to the camera, and she says, "Oh, I see you guys have a half-competent science officer. Interesting. Well, you've seen us, so we've lost the element of surprise. We're still gonna blast you though, if you don't comply."
Quick question. Are they hidden like right behind a asteroid? Like how close are they to an asteroid? Like how are they hiding?
Take a look at roll 20, and
Okay.
I will say this isn't going to be roll 20 again. The way hexes work in Starfinder is those aren't defined ranges
Hmm.
like that. Like each hex could be miles apart. Their ship is much larger than yours, but only occupies one hex still. I will say that they are in the shadow of an asteroid. They're too big of a ship to really have hugged it. You guys could have probably hugged it, maybe even landed on it. They're too big. They were basically just using the shadow to hide. So I don't know what you're looking to do, but not crazy close to it. And actually, by the time you guys
Hey
find
guys, I mean, if you're talking about element of surprise, we could blow up that rock and make her dodge some debris, if you know what I mean.
I will say the same thing that we just told Brawl applies. That would be as dangerous for you guys as it would be for them.
I think it'd be more dangerous for them. They're bigger than us.
You can give me an engineering check, but I'm going to tell you right now, bigger ships can stand the blows better than you.
But we can get faster.
You don't know that.
GM's
do.
telling you it's a bad idea. You may still, however, do it. That's why I'm going to let that go, so I don't have to repeat myself 4 times.
As a science officer, I think that's a bad idea.
As a captain, I agree that's a bad idea.
I think that's a bad idea.
Even Brawl's on board.
And that was his original idea.
All right. The woman on the comm continues. I'm going to need that ship. You all can come aboard the Water Draco. You'll be unharmed. I will even give you safe passage back to Pyramid Station Alpha, or that godforsaken planet that you left, or wherever. I suppose I can be magnanimous in this. But that vessel doesn't belong to you.
What's that old classic saying? Finders, keepers, losers are you? Something like that.
Very good. You're definitely not the science officer, but
How'd you know?
I said the science officer was capable. If you would like to blast this one out, I do not mind doing the knuckle dragging thing here. That's fine.
Now, what makes you think that this ship belongs to you?
I guess I couldn't say that it technically does, other than I helped build it.
We agree. It's not yours. All right, that's a nice one.
I no longer
she said
promise his
she helped
safety
build
if he
it.
comes aboard.
That could be useful to us.
Not if we don't keep the ship, it ain't. I'll write it down in my memoirs. We met the person who stole the ship and built the ship. Stole it back, whatever. I don't know. I'm not a writer.
But I think you are. A playwright.
Writing your own play.
Oh, I have a good editor.
Is it Brawl?
Are you ignoring me? Crew of... Ugh. You named the ship. You went through the registry. The indecision?
Is she still talking?
I believe she's still talking.
Huh.
What?
Are
I
we
go over
still
the
doing
comms.
it?
Oh, what did you name it?
We just had a serial number. We weren't naming it on purpose.
Oh, well,
So what
then
you're saying, you're
obviously...
entirely unoriginal.
Hey, well, we named it. That means we get it, right? Is that how that works? That's how it works with pets. That's why.
Sure,
That's
how
why
that
my
works.
my dad never let me keep rabbits in the house.
Seeker, they've engaged their weapons.
Okay. I relay that information to the rest of the crew.
Now,
Battle stations are probably a good place to be at the moment.
But we already were.
can we see them at all behind whatever asteroid they are
you
behind?
check roll 20. So you guys are coming out behind one of the larger asteroids.
But like physically, can we see them?
Yeah, you can see them. Yeah.
Permission to take a shot?
What do you see, Seeker, real quick? What do you see for? Can you see what they got for weapons or?
Seeker, could you give me that? So you rolled a 22, I believe.
24.
24, and you needed to hit. What's the tier thing you need to hit?
It's DC 10 plus the ship's level. Plus
Tier.
any countermeasures they might have. Where's that thing that I sent you?
I don't know what Mark III defenses are, but that's probably not a thing.
10 plus the tier of the ship being scanned, plus its bonus defense for countermeasures. It's you get more information for every 5 you beat.
That's exactly what I said.
Let's see. I don't see anything about countermeasures.
Oh, hey, you know what? I have the book right here. I can probably
That's what I just did. I'm reading the...
I forgot
All
I
right,
got
so
the
you know that
physical
this
book
is
now.
a tier 4 vessel, which means that DC is 14, right?
Yep.
And I
And
don't have any.
they don't have any mock defenses.
Oh, is it defenses?
Yes.
Mark III defenses.
Okay, so then it's a 17, DC 17.
Which you still beat. Okay, thank you,
Yep.
Chris.
Yep.
So tier 17, and you beat that by at least one tier of 5, right?
Yep.
So what's the information you should have from it?
Living
tell you-
crew, completement, and the ship's classification.
No, just
size,
ask as a question, and I'll answer the question. So for the model of the vessel, it is an Idaran Avansarai. It is a oh God, what is it's a Kasathan made ship. Next up, what's the question, Michael?
Defenses.
Defenses.
No, we don't get that.
Okay, next
No,
up.
we go right down the list though.
We only beat it by 5, so we only get the basic information.
Yeah, so we get the basic, and then because we beat it by 5, we get additional information. So it's 2.
One more.
So we get basic information and defenses.
It's a large, heavy freighter. What's basic information? Does it tell you?
Living crew complement and
Don't
ship
just one at a time.
classifications.
One at a time, and then I can tell you one at a time.
Oh.
We don't have to make this a big thing. So, what was that
And
question?
that was I didn't finish the sentence. Living crew complement and ship classification.
That's 2 things. Large heavy freighter is the classification. The crew complement, it's 1. Oh God. 6, 7, 8, 10. There's 10 crew.
Size,
Large.
speed,
6.
maneuverability,
Average.
and then defenses. We get AC,
Its AC is 16 and its TL is 15.
total and current hull points,
140.
current and current shield points in each quadrant.
I don't see shield. Oh no, there we go. 10 forward, 10 all around.
Okay, and core PCU value.
Core PC. They should have this in the right order because that would make more sense. It is
It would.
150.
All right.
Looks like they're running an Arcus Ultra. Oh no,
Okay.
that's their. Nope, yeah, the sorry one. That's the power core, which gives the PC value.
All right, and that's the information we get.
Awesome. There you go.
that-
So based on that, maybe compared to your own
Alright.
ship.
Yeah, I was gonna say, using that information, how much of a chance would I think that we have against this ship?
Well, what is? So it's got 140 HP behind 10 shields. How much damage do you guys put out?
Not that much.
We only have our flak thrower and coil gun. Which,
So you didn't get their weapons, but it does have. You can visibly see some larger
Yeah.
weapons. It is. Let me see. Do I have anything for that? How much?
We also have better shields.
Hey, what page are you on right now for all that information? By the way,
For me,
no.
It is 325.
I'd say it's so. If we go by, I think tier is supposed to be somewhat close to challenge rating. You guys are only tier 2. This is tier 4.
Okay.
So we could probably not take this thing out.
Yeah. So
It
I'm
would
going
be an uphill
to
battle.
Okay.
let the rest of the crew know. This might be a little bit of an uphill battle, by the way.
Can we outrun him?
The eye roll.
What was the maneuverability again?
Average. You guys are better than it. I think, right?
No, I think we're the same.
Oh, that stinks.
And I think we probably have the same speed.
And judging by
Yes,
how long
this
it
is-
took us last time to kill or to shoot down just one ship, very small, much smaller than us, yeah, it might be a little bit difficult.
GM options here. You can fight it out. You can surrender. You can flee into the asteroid field.
Yeah, I'm looking at Flynn, but I do have one thing.
Don't know why.
To continue the conversation with the captain.
Doesn't matter.
I lean towards her. Excuse me, Mrs. Monocle. Question for you.
You can call me Sal. Thank you very much, Captain Sal.
Do I recall what Sal is?
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do I?
You had kind of interrogated the pilot of the ship you guys had kind of disabled, and he
Yes,
said that he
person.
was working for Sal, which immediately made Miller a little bit concerned. It was Sal the Yosoki.
Right.
This is Captain Sal, and she extrapolates, short for Captain Sally.
Okay, Sally. If you want this ship so bad, why are you threatening to blow it out of the air?
Well, I just have to shoot you till you stop moving on your own accord, really. Hopefully you don't splatter on some asteroids, but I know the ship can take a little bit of physical damage. I mean,
I lean
Spec, look at it. That thing crashed down onto a
Spec?
dome.
Excuse me, Spec.
It means look.
Spec.
Just
Spec
slang.
means it.
It's just slang, Patrick. Go with it. Use context.
Well, no, I was mostly just taking an opportunity to
Don't.
shout down that. Anywho, I lean over to Zero. Think you can invade it and get us out of here?
Based on what I saw of the asteroid field, are there patches where it wouldn't fit through?
Ooh, that's good.
Not exactly, unless you expect them to follow you like on your tail, but that's not really how they would run it. Standard combat here would be to shoot you when they have a shot open, and to stay like primary goal for them is also navigating the asteroid field. Shots of opportunity only at that point. They wouldn't be like, this isn't like TIE fighters following the Millennium Falcon. It's the opposite way. They'd know they can't follow you, spot for spot. So yeah, but not enough. Like there's no like clear wall of asteroids. It is a relatively open field.
Okay, so this is Sally. It's been a pleasure talking to you, but I've grown kind of attached to this ship. My crew has kind of grown attached to the ship, and frankly, none of us really appreciate this presumption that you have that you can take my damn ship, go home, and I slap Zero on the shoulder to get him to initiate fleeing.
She puts up both her hands on screen. Wait. She takes out the red monocle. She like takes off the silly captain hat that she was wearing, and her hair comes down. She kind of puts back on some spectacles.
I called her bluff, didn't I?
Yeah, I wish you had rolled for it, but that's okay. God forbid the one time Patrick doesn't ask me to roll 7 things for it. Admittedly, you weren't quite going that route, but that's fine. Puts on some thick spectacles. I can't even goddamn see right now. All right, hold on. It doesn't seem like you guys are working for Border Space Union. Is that right?
No.
That would be correct.
Can we maybe park outside of the asteroid field and just have a quick chat?
You just threatened to blow me out of the water.
And you've attacked us before.
It was a bluff. If I shot you guys down in the asteroid field, my chances of recovering that are astronomical.
See that? See that? Also astronomical. Good pun.
She does not acknowledge the pun.
That's fine. I'm still going to make them, though.
over the intercom. Have her shut down her weapons. Have her shut down her at least her thrusters and everything.
I'll
We
be
can
able to
parlay.
tell.
She looks over. Do it for the weapons. Ignore him about the thrusters. That's insane. The weapons powered down immediately.
Hold on, time. So I'm not sure I am comfortable with going out to. Well, I'll just mute us actually instead of calling timeout. Hey guys, I am not comfortable with bringing this out of the asteroid, considering this is R1, kind of like safe haven area. So let's just
I never said we meet outside the asteroids.
Oh, that's what she's requesting.
Yeah, that's what she's requesting. I think we can probably make a compromise, especially if she's looking to talk. I mean, if she has some sort of business opportunity for us, I'm all ears if you catch my drift.
Okay.
Why can't
So-
you not just talk to us over the
That's-
communications feed?
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Worst case, we agree to the edge of the asteroid field and not actually out of it.
So I unmute and I go, all right, Sally, you've got my ears, but you don't have my ship and you don't have me coming out of the asteroid field just yet. We'll talk a little bit and see where this goes. What's up?
Do you know the dangers of maintaining position in an asteroid field? Yeah, maybe it's calm for now, but all it takes is a slight shift in a cosmic wind. One of these rocks a mile away bangs into another one. Next thing you know, you're crushed flatter than whatever that ship landed on in that dead dome.
Well, I've got a confident-
She's right.
Okay. Well, I say, well, I've got a very competent, what's your word? Capable pilot. I slap the 0 on the shoulder again, and increasing levels of
Which jerks his hand on the yoke because he's really having to like.
And I say, so I guess you better talk quickly.
All right.
I mute the thing again real quick. You know she just probably wants the whatever's in our cargo hold, right?
We ain't got nothing in the cargo hold.
Yes,
you
we do.
Yes, we do.
What do we got in the
The,
cargo
the,
hold?
the
we-
box with the blue star on it.
I thought that was part of the ship.
It is part of the ship.
No,
She
that's
made the ship.
No. It's
That's a
part of the ship. It's part of the ship. This is in character.
Ooh,
It's
I know.
part
I've
of
been
the
wondering
ship.
what's in that.
Me too.
Guys, there's nothing in the ship, and I nudge, pointing towards the monitor.
If she can open it, I do think we should probably, work something out.
So I go back to the monitor. As you were saying,
Do we move yet?
I'm playing my hand here a little bit, but I am very good at lip reading. The next time you mute someone, you should also turn off the video feed. She sighs. She's like,
She
"Where's
only would have seen, for the record, she would have only seen Rye, and he never actually said what it is.
well, the
the GM
vidcam.
overrides everything. So
Yeah, we
wouldn't-
don't really have a thing.
It
for
would
that.
not definitely pop up in front of the pilot.
we,
No, like
Mike,
But
I-
he's going, we do not have anything. We do not have anything. That's a clear sign that there is something.
I don't
let the GM
know
do his job.
what
Yeah.
you guys are talking about. I need a couple of things from you, and then I'm going to threaten you. I don't mean to have to threaten you. That's not what I like to do, but I have to. I'd like all the data. I hope you kept the Rex unit on board.
Keep
No.
talking.
I need the data from the Rex unit and the communications relay on that model. Then I need some sort of assurance that you will not let that vessel either fall into the hands of the Border Space Union, or you will allow me to tell you how to disable permanently the enhanced communications relay.
Now, out of character, do any of these make any sense to Reich?
I'm not going to tell you out of character. You're going to roll for it in character. You
Yeah,
POS.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make a roll to understand that.
Perfect.
Says in
What
character.
roll? Yeah, no kidding. I mean,
Probably
roll?
engineering.
yeah, what roll?
Yeah, engineering. Yeah, that would all be engineering.
8.
Yes.
Can hearing it, can I also make a well? Can we try to explain
No
to
need.
him?
I'm just gonna reach over to Seeker. Does that mean anything to you?
I will. So one thing, this is kind of a DM policy. If you guys have assumptions about a thing out of character, as long as it doesn't feel dirty meta,
Mhm.
I'll allow it, and I have always allowed it, whether you guys not have noticed or not. If you do have no idea, I'll generally have told you already, like as a person. And if you have to ask, expect to have to roll, if that makes sense.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm just
know-
wondering if that's information that's dangerous to give them or not, and I don't know what the emergency super awesome communications
The
device.
communications thing we do know about. At least Seeker and Miller do.
Yeah,
Right, you guys
Um,
found that.
we don't exactly know what it does.
You guys are never able to determine its function
Mhm.
other than it was communication oriented, because that's what it's attached to,
Mhm.
and also that it was not active.
So I would think that
As an assurance, we keep a copy of any data you take.
No deal. Absolutely no deal. I will have to destroy your ship. Sorry, I skipped ahead. That's the threatening part. If you can't meet my demands, I actually will have to just obliterate it and start all over again, which will set me back years. But I can't risk that model falling into the hands of the Border Space Union. with its
Sense
current
motive?
equipment.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah, that's motive.
we can definitely work
29.
with this
Um,
because we don't like the BSU either.
Right, you can tell that this character is not used to direct confrontation at all. In
Mhm.
fact, based on their kind of stereotypical attire I gave them, you're pretty confident you're speaking to a scientist type. You know,
Okay.
part of building the ship, part of all that stuff. She's obviously part of running this ship that she's on. She's running the Water Draco, but she is not like a pirate by trade.
Mhm.
You definitely you're getting earnest honesty from her.
Okay.
We will have to destroy you. She does mean all the things she said.
Okay. So
maybe,
I
maybe we could bring just her on board.
yeah. So I drop all of the cowboy voice and try to sound a little bit. Let's see. It's an
I
egghead.
thought that was more trucker.
Are you pulling out your fake glasses with no lenses in them that I assume you carry around?
With the comedy nose.
Well, I'm
Humpty Hump nose?
So I don't know whether to go serious or Flanderize it, but yeah. So I drop the cowboy shtick, and I say, what voice? I'll speak stern. I understand you don't want to blow the ship up. I completely get it. We also appreciate the ship, and seems that now that your bravado has been swept away, you're capable of earnest and honest chat. If you can arrange for yourself to come over, just you can come aboard. No harm will come. No harm will be brought. You know, and you can tell us how to shut off that emergency communication device. I don't like the sound of it anyway. But we're keeping the ship, and you're not killing us.
I will do this. You hear immediate protest coming from off screen. I will do this. However, I can't risk the crew of this ship by doing boarding procedures in an asteroid field.
That seems reasonable. And I
Take us out. And
give
she,
a
So,
signal to.
I would suggest that they have her go in a escape pod or something, and then we'll pick it up.
they have the Water Draco S1 back, or whatever one you guys let go. I forget which one it was. They have the shuttle.
Is that small enough that it could?
Yeah, it was
board
tiny.
It's
Okay.
it's
What were their
small enough
names?
that you won't be able to board, but you guys will be able to do like a docking tube thing. We
Does-
figured that one out.
Does anyone remember the names? It was, what was it, Charlie and something else?
I only remember Charlie, honestly.
Yeah.
Dang it! All right, and
I
Charlie
don't
was
think you got the other
one.
guy's name.
Okay, that's fair, I guess. But if anyone in the chat remembers it,
No, I think it was just Charlie because he was talking over the radio. The other guy had bounced. But also, they haven't picked up Charlie. Charlie's gone. Charlie's in Pyramid Station Alpha.
right. No,
Okay.
I know that.
Just making sure.
Yep.
Just remember, guys, we are at odds with the Border Space Union. We can possibly make an ally here if we play it right.
Understood.
We're not necessarily enemies of the Border Space Union as much as the Academy part of it.
I'm saying I am. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely am.
So I cut off the communications feed, and I cut off the video feed.
Yeah.
All communication.
Yeah, you're good. I got you.
Thank you. And I turned to Miller and Seeker, and I say, between the two of you guys, between the two of you guys, I want you to pay attention to everything that she does, because we might need to undo whatever it is that she does. I don't know what she's gonna do. But we need to be able to undo it hypothetically.
That's a good idea.
Brawl. I need you to be ready in case she's some like hidden ninja type. She didn't look it. She actually seemed did she seem cute?
Her
If I have a
charisma
thing
would
first.
put her like moderate. So she wasn't ugly, but she was plain looking.
Okay.
She looked
So-
if you
Girl
went
next door.
if you went for the scientist type, she at least hit that.
Okay.
I was
So,
sort of legend
so
in
like
mind.
a nerd 8.
A nerd 8, a regular 6.
I don't like objectifying women on a number scale.
Oh, I can. We can objectify any.
Hey, I can.
there-
You can
there's
call
multiple
me what you want.
races with 3 genders.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll go with that. Fine.
Okay. So I look at Brawl and I say, just be ready. She seems nice, all things considered, but you can do what I can't, you know.
We should ask about the
Make
person
punch
they
motions.
kidnapped / took. What is
Person-
it?
Oh, right. I don't remember the name.
It was
No
one of
names.
the owners of this ship. Or
Yep.
one of the last people who had the ship.
Correct. That's all you got, though.
Yep.
I'm going to fast forward things a little bit.
Before we do that, really quick. Oh, Rex. Sorry. Well, we want to. Hey.
Let me.
Justin just
Someone
threw
clip this,
stuff.
please.
Well,
I'm
I wanted to
gonna
ask
fast
Rex if you could
forward
make a
a bit.
backup for some stuff.
You're going to ask Rex to make backups
Of any data he possibly can.
that would take a significant amount of time.
Well, then the earliest data he has.
What are you trying to be specific?
Basically, if he has any data from before we got the ship,
It's corrupted. You guys
it's
already knew
corrupted.
that. Yeah. He can
Okay.
try and copy corrupted data, but it'll be just as corrupted, and again, it takes time.
Okay. All right.
Copy what he can until she gets on board.
So let me be really clear. If he had any information you guys didn't have, I would give it to you because you've already monkeyed around inside of his systems. Does that make
So
sense?
it's useless for us.
I'm not stealing things from you, the characters rather. She doesn't want saved records for whatever reason.
Okay.
Not that you aren't allowed to know it. It's that she doesn't want it documented.
Right.
You can inquire further when she's there, but this isn't like a I'm punishing you thing. This
Okay.
isn't something that I'm trying to do. And I understand that you guys have to be cautious when I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
This is not quite that. All right.
All right, fast forward.
Fast forward a minute. You guys have negotiated. Now, they do have a docking tube from their large ship they could have used to attach to your ship, but I assume you would have balked at the idea of being attached to a larger vessel than yours. So they compromised by sending over the Water Draco shuttle, the remaining Water Draco shuttle. The other one is on Pyramid Station Alpha, with the pilot, because she does not pilot the ship herself. She is the only one that makes the trip from the shuttle to your ship, and then the shuttle is off. So there is no connection. they're definitely present, and you guys knew in the background they weren't really pleased about their captain leaving the ship. But as she boards your ship, she is she's actually, no, I don't think you guys are going to appreciate this. She's about 5 feet total. She's pretty short for humanoid. And the most shocking feature, she's got auburn to kind of orangish hair, and she's very clearly an elf. She's got the pointed, she's short for an elf, but she is very clearly an elf. And
Like
this
old
is in,
school elf.
what? Yeah. Like Pathfinder race elf, they are in Starfinder. However, and this is kind of what I'm gonna go into. This is more for people who aren't following Starfinder lore. Elves in Starfinder have become even more withdrawn than their standard fantasy, relations. The loss of Galarian, like, really put them off. And they have kind of retracted to, I forget which planet the elves kind of retracted to. I thought it was Castrovel, but I know that's where Lashunta are. Let's do a quick check for that. Elves.
You continue. I'll find out.
Okay. So they are a very reclusive race now. Adventuring elves are extremely rare. And like out of all the myriad of races you see on Pyramid Station Alpha, I would doubt any of you would have actually encountered an elf and know it.
It is Castrovel, Sovereign. I can't even pronounce it. Sovyrian.
But on Castrovel?
Yep.
Okay. So I will say by you being your home world, Rye, you are at least aware at how kind of xenophobic elves are, and to see one out in the wild, out in the greater galaxy at large, is a bit of a shock. Again, it's not like they're mythical. They exist. People know them. People generally think elves are dicks, honestly, in this universe, in this timeline. But definitely the first time you probably encountered an elf out in the wild.
Okay. I guess Miller would actually be kind of surprised being a Xenoseeker.
Oh,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Your audio level just skyrocketed.
Mine did?
Yeah. Is anyone else getting him
A
really
little
loud?
bit,
Or
but it's
maybe
not
that's just me?
horrible.
Okay.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. You're starting to normalize.
Um,
I would just before anyone gets into anything, just as captain, I would walk up and be the first one there with a earnest handshake.
She looks down a little disdainfully at your hand, but she does accept the handshake with like a very, very weak, no attempt to actually grasp your hand.
Good enough for me.
Mhm.
Miller, you were going to do something. I just wanted.
no, I'm actually not. I'm just kind of pointing it out that Miller actually seems very, very intrigued to have an elf in the room. Something so very, very rare to see.
She pushes up the glasses on the bridge of her nose, and she says, "I'd like to see the Rex unit if you have it."
Did he?
No, you
I
don't
imagine he
plan
didn't
on-
follow us.
I think in this instance it would be up to you guys. I don't think he would voluntarily, knowing he's being looked for, throw himself under the gaze of an interloper.
So, and again, dropping all of the southern pretense and whatnot. So, what is it exactly that you'd like to do with our Rex unit?
I'd like to gather his pilot profiles. I'd like to gather any new data he's happened to gather, and then I'd like to wipe anything related to pilot profiles or the Border Space Union Research Division from his drives.
So we kind of went through a lot of that, and it's all corrupted.
Yeah, he is basically just a metal nut job. He's
Almost
just-
brand new.
Then, honestly,
You ever see what
I will
happens
get a lot of
when you take a
corrupted.
magnet to a robot's brain.
What?
You ever see what happens when you take a magnet to a robot brain?
Yes, of course.
That's basically kind of what it's like.
But
That
She
might
I
be-
say,
She looks over at Seeker. He knows they don't have brains.
I honestly don't know. He makes a
He's
lot
good
of
at his job.
he makes a lot of assumptions. A lot of them.
so yeah, I guess take all the corrupted data you want. But what's up with the communication device? We couldn't really figure out anything about it. What's it communicating to?
Honestly, if I tell you,
You'll have to kill us.
no, I don't. But if anyone in the Border Space Union, either their research division or their military arm, knows you become a liability. I'm happy to tell you, I don't personally, no offense, care if
mean-
you die after I get this information.
Fair
Well,
enough. I mean, I think we're kind of at odds with them anyway. So
yeah, I was gonna say, what exactly is your relation with the BSU?
Give me a, I don't care who wants to roll it or how. I want a diplomacy check to see a kind of like how this relationship standard is.
That's me. I didn't roll good though.
you rolled a 1. Wow.
That gives me a
Yes!
15 though with all of my abilities.
It gives you a what?
It gives me a 15. It's 1 plus 5 for my 1 plus 1d6 and then plus 9 for my levels in that.
Damn.
So I'm diplomatic, man. It's my thing.
Yeah, 15 gets you at least. She's not friendly, but she's at least willing to share information to the point where it doesn't make her uncomfortable. So she'll explain while she's working on Rex. She opens them up the same way you guys did, with a little bit more expertise. She's definitely handled this unit before, or a similar unit, and she plugs in like a memory stick and kind of is going through the records, and she kind of talks to you as she's going. I was a member of their R&D division right up until I realized the Border Space Union isn't as unified as they'd like you to believe. So I left, not wanting to be a part of what I felt was coming. And knowing what I had helped build in this prototype model and in this particular Rex model, I wanted to make sure it didn't get into their hands, because I have strong suspicions it would be bad for the universe at large.
Ooh,
Well, if you just led with that before.
yeah, we're not quite on good terms with them either.
I have no way of knowing that, nor do I really care about your personal relationships.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying that in future dealings, when you want to get into conversations, it's best not to go, hey, I got a shooty, and maybe lead with an introduction, a hello. We have been communicating just fine on the ship.
She looks back at you, and she kind of like daintily puts one hand on her cheek. Is there anything else you'd like to mansplain to me, sir?
Oh.
Miller goes, wow.
To another person does not mean it is mansplaining.
So now you're mansplaining.
Brawl just like drops his guard a little bit, even more.
Rex pops his head around and says, "That wasn't bad advice." I know, shut up. She gets the data, and she says, "Do you want a fresh reset of this thing? I don't need to, but I can completely wipe it, or I can just take off the pre-dead dome information. That's all I need to make sure the Border Space Union can't get."
Pre-dead dome's fine. I'm teaching him, rat handshakes and whatnot. Right, buddy? And he goes to give him another fist bump.
He high twos you.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of
we're
building-
working on it.
Just for the sake of building relationship between the Water Draco and us, or just for any reason, hypothetically, say you don't hate me, could you do me a favor and just knob around a little bit his it seems over the past 4 days
Miller just shakes
friendly.
his head.
He used to be friendly. I see. No. Miller, go putz around.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for her to see if she caught Miller's thing. No. She, without really looking up, says, "Oh yeah, it's clearly set here that they picked the kind of how do you phrase this in your simple tongue, dick pilot to be the profile that actually engaged with you in particular. Everyone else is adjusted to a much more helpful pilot that I had heard was pretty good at what she did."
Except for me.
Oh, sorry. Yep. That's a randomizer, which is bizarre.
I like
Oh,
it.
a custom randomizer. Gotcha. No dick pilot allowed. Interesting.
You can just go ahead.
That's an
and
interesting bit of
wipe-
code, actually. I'm surprised you're able to manipulate that so well.
Technomancer, hello.
Yeah, you could go ahead. And the other day he called me a stupid who's stupids. It wasn't. He's not very good at being mean.
Keep that one in there. That one was custom.
Tell you what. I am going to take the pilot profiles because that will help this Rex unit go under the radar should he ever be inspected again. You can set custom profiles going forward. I have kept all of his history data, and I've at least got him set to a general usefulness profile. That's what they're built for. I don't care what you go from there. But however, I've taken all of the names and personalities previously out, and unfortunately that does affect your randomizer.
Oh.
You-
Secret
it's
glows.
adaptable.
Secret kind of glows a dark blue. Oh.
It's an adaptable unit. They are custom made by the BSU R&D division. Definitely manageable. Can you please show me your communications array?
Yeah, over this way.
All right, so you guys take her up to the bridge and the science station's officer station, and she's like, "Yep, still intact." All right, and she begins inserting the same memory stick into that and pulling data off of that.
So what's this doohickey?
Yeah, can I do like either perception or engineering check to see what's going on?
It's code flying through the screen basically with how she's doing it, but you can. And she says while she's kind of watching that progress, this is an early prototype, and I think the only one they've currently completed that allows communication between ships in the drift and those in real normal space.
That seems useful.
Seems very useful.
In,
Is there a way that
except for the fact that probably no other ship has it, so it can't really talk to anything, huh?
Not the requirement.
Oh. Hmm.
It allows this particular ship to boost its signal interplanar.
uh-huh.
Hmm.
Is this something that we can toggle on and off on our own?
No, I'm so sorry. It requires a receptacle that is custom for some sort of military project Border Space Union drafted. Part of that project is what set me off to realize that this wasn't what they meant to be. The current prime minister is all about peace and unity and creating a better galaxy across the stars. What we put into that order was something you would use for an invasion scale event.
Uh-huh. All right.
Did
Now-
you work with Blue Star? 'Cause
Blue Star made most of the components we worked with because they were all custom. And Blue Star was able to be under the radar because that's not normally what they do.
Now, what prompted you to either, I don't know if you started it or joined this whole outlaw group?
What was it, the Ouroboros gang?
Yeah.
Is that who we determined they were?
I created the Ouroboros gang. We, in addition to taking the ship, have been harassing known border space military supply lines and anything associated with their more secretive R&D division as much as we're able to. They're already adjusting their routes, and we aren't remotely at the size for military engagements, but we're capable of some really impressive guerrilla tactics. And since they don't know exactly who the defectors were and, who were just killed in the exit, they really don't have a way to fully assess the damage of having, and she pushes the glasses up again, me against them.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. But do you happen to have any correspondence with Magistrate? Crap, I can't remember his name.
Alden Stoyer?
Alden Stoyer. Yes.
No, no, I don't have any communications with anyone on Pyramid Station Alpha at this time.
Okay, just wondering.
How'd you know he was on Pyramid Station Alpha?
Because he's a public figure who's constantly sending people off station.
Would
It's
you?
the second group in a span of weeks he sent to that awful death pit down there.
He
Would you
also
happen
seems to
to-
have
2
a
days away.
bit of a chip on his shoulder against the Border Space Union.
She pulls out a notepad and begins jotting that down. Do tell.
He paid us for some information on them.
Everyone wants information. I would like information on my best friend had I a best friend.
Well, I could give you information on the BSU, possibly for either the right price or maybe not a partnership, but what's the word
So
there?
she pushes up those glasses again.
Yeah.
So you worked with the Border Space Union R&D division for a decade?
No.
You had intimate relations with at least one Border Space Military Union member? Border
go for the
Space
high
Union
five.
military member? Excuse me?
I go for a high five.
Intimate?
High five.
Do not be on his level. She points at the high five. Intimate does not mean carnal.
Okay. So to speak, I guess.
I do not speak.
Oh, I'm just
Have
saying
you heard of the
in
Infinitum?
a way.
The Infinitum. I heard some stupid cadets launched a ship into the drift. I'm actually a little impressed. Apparently, they were able to get it into the drift by confusing the computer's navigational systems and
That was
tricking it
us.
into thinking it was completely stopped, despite it actually being in motion, which is an interesting trick. But other than that, yeah, apparently a couple idiot cadets.
But that's
We're not
not
idiots.
actually what happened. Somebody sabotaged the ship to crash into Pyramid Station Alpha.
Probably the Border Space Union. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you know why they'd want to do that?
I no, that's not my area of expertise. I know that they're making plans that are not above board.
Now we heard of a possible second Pyramid Station Beta. Have you ever heard of anything?
Old abandoned military project.
Why was it abandoned?
Ooh, not again part of what I was doing with them. If I'm not mistaken, there was some sort of outbreak, or the station was deemed unsurvivable without putting a significant amount of funds into it. Something along those lines.
Interesting.
I'm sure it was financials.
Now, how about you? Why did you end up leaving Castrovel?
Before I answer that, can I borrow your rifle?
No.
Why?
Well, I need to make sure that this thing, and she looks at the communications array, no longer functions.
I can shoot it.
She steps away and motions. She kind of points at 3 key areas she'd like you to shoot.
All right. Shoot.
What you've done is excise parts of the device that do not affect your normal communications array, but they've like permanently melted parts of the device into the ship itself. And she says, that was probably overkill because I did wipe all coding attached to it, but that should never function as intended. And now they are set back, I hope, years in terms of research.
Awesome. Now, would you like to answer my question? I'm legitimately curious.
I
I actually haven't seen an elf. I've only read about them in books.
There is some relation between the Border Space Union and the elves of Castrovel. I'm not privy to how deep that relation goes. However, some of our prime minds have been recruited for part of their R&D projects, and not to sound crass, but they pay extremely well.
So was that a no on the allies thing?
She looks you up and down, and she says, Honestly, I don't know what use we'd have for you. If you uncover something truly unique about the Border Space Union, please keep me in mind and I will pay for information. Beyond that, though, and again, I don't mean to be crass. You're little more than loose ends right now. That I'm letting you go because I don't want to expend the effort or the time, considering we're only 2 days away from the nearest border space military vessel.
How do we find you?
You don't.
Where is that?
I'm surprised you didn't see it.
It's not on Revel, is it?
On Revel,
Or
no, but
orbiting Revel, I mean.
It's set over the South Pole. Yeah, that's that's a border space vessel. We have not investigated beyond that because it is one of their big ones.
Yeah.
See? Told you it was a good idea to leave
Also,
it.
not on any records, so just more shadiness from the Border Space Union. I can't believe I gave them a decade.
Now, one more question. This is the second time we've been hailed by your Ouroboros gang. Now, the first time we were met with hostility. We actually disabled one of your ships, and I do specifically say disabled. We actually boarded their ship. We could have done something. We let them go. We're nice people. We're going to let you go, obviously. Are we going to have any more hostility from your gang?
No. The reason why...
And you also had a hostage on one of their ships? A hostage from one of the people who were previously, owning this ship?
Sure, yeah, I've got plenty of hostages. What's it to you?
Nah.
Not everyone... remind you, they pay very well. Not everyone cared about what they were building these things for. I did. I got there faster. Well, sort of. Some of them were on board and I took them with me. It's fine. Now, you will not have any more hostility from me. Not everyone is up to my personal standards for education, and it is more important to me that this ship is destroyed than I benefit from it. This interaction has just worked out more to my favor. I don't care about the ship itself. It's a nice ship, but it's just a ship.
It's my first ship.
Now that you've melted that slag, it is just a ship.
Cool. Now, do we want to escort the kind lady off our ship?
If they try to give you eggs, don't eat the eggs.
Is that what that smell is?
Yeah.
No, that's Brawl.
Brawl. Poor Brawl. I haven't heard from Brawl in a while. Is he still on the stream? I can't tell.
I am still on the stream.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, it's my job.
I'm trying to not escalate this further than what it needs to be. But somebody just likes to poke and prod and prod again.
Brawl, did you have any questions for her at all?
No, that'll be
Or
it.
Zero. I haven't heard from Zero in a while either.
So I was gonna bring up probably through an internal commune or something like that to the group. Do we want to have her take a look at the box in our cargo hold from the Blue Star?
He texted you guys.
Do we want her to check the box? Oh, I guess might as well, huh? Yeah, you wanna take a look at something for us before you go? Yeah, think of it as a personal favor for us. Yeah, seeing how we did you a personal favor.
It's only fair, I suppose. She kind of like gets on our comm and while following you guys to the cargo hold, contacts her shuttle to come pick her up so that docking procedure can start. And she gets into the cargo hold. She says, "I really like what you've done with the place. In your absence, and because this is, as far as I know, the first time you've been to the cargo hold since you're back, Brawl has used chalk of some sort to create a basketball court. Goblin-sized regulation basketball.
Do you mean not
Brawl
sob,
or
not
not
Brawl?
sob?
Not Sob, so
Because
sorry.
I didn't do that.
No, I'm so sorry. Not Sob. I guess I just the
Good to know I'm thought of to be, on not Sob's level of competence.
No, I'm so sorry. not some. While you guys were away, including Brawl was away, made himself a little basketball, kind of like out of chalk.
Not blitzball.
No, Blitzer ball requires anti-gravity fields and all that fun stuff. Get
Yeah.
it together.
Miller likes it.
Okay.
This is very crude art. I don't know what he was thinking.
Think of it as abstract.
It's really crude.
I guess it could have merits.
The box in question, still where you guys left it. I don't remember where you left it, but I'll say it's
Right in the middle.
visible. She says, "Oh, you just need the passcode."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't.
She pops over. She pushes buttons. I think it's about how many? 15 buttons is what gets her the code.
Seeker, were you paying attention to that?
Kind of.
I mean, what would that be? Perception? Because I know Miller is all about that.
It's more than you guys would need,
Mhm.
unless you were trying to seal it again. But I'll say that it asks you for a passcode every time you seal it.
Mhm.
This isn't a code that's used for more than a personal password.
Okay.
This was supposed to be something we use for bartering if we had gotten caught at any point on our exit. Clearly, when we got shot down, that didn't work. The pirates, the real pirates that shot us down, had no interest in the cargo. But here you are.
Pirates, huh? That's a new one.
Well, it's not, because now they work for me.
Oh.
Was one of them named Charlie?
Yeah, Charlie used to be the captain of the Water Draco. I demoted him.
Oh boy, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was an
We had his
incompetent
laundry.
twit, and his crew knew it. Now they're part of my gang.
Did he ever send any communication afterwards? Anything explaining why he just jetted off? It was weird.
What?
Anyways,
Don't mind him.
Remember, I
Yes.
I sent the.
The letter to the Water Draco. She has not gotten the letter
Okay.
yet. If you guys aren't paying attention,
No.
I'll lay it out for you.
Yeah, Miller's definitely paying attention.
Yeah,
The timeline for her being a pirate isn't very long.
Mhm.
It's been like a week, closer to 2 weeks at this point. She was on the ship when it crashed, and then she kind of took over the pirates after. So everything she's been telling you is kind of like her billing herself up. But if you listen to her like timeline, she's not lying at any point. She's only been doing this for about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure it's a thing that if you pay attention, it means a little bit more. All right, it opens up. Inside is you guys are gonna hate this, well, or love it. It is a handgun with intricate carvings over it, and some custom shells laid out in a case. Like a small area.
I know
Next
exactly
to it.
where you're going. Justin should know too.
She says this was made out of a old prototype from a technomancer. I guess the shells are something that's been run around for a while. It's like a light conversion, but yeah, I don't really know what it does because I don't use weapons. But technomancer custom, supposed to be very valuable. It was personal property of the commandant of the station I was at. I borrowed it.
At
Does it
first
see
look,
Outlaw Star?
Seeker's not very. He's not super into guns. So at first look, he was kind of like, "Oh, that's very nicely made. It looks good." But then when she said that it was made custom for Technomancer, instantly he gets a little bit on the excited side about it, and just rushes over to it and starts looking it up.
Does his LED colors change?
Yep, they're going all over the place.
He doesn't know the exact color, but if he were to describe it, horny.
Horny for that gun.
I'd say probably rainbow then.
Yeah, I was thinking they're
nonchalantly-
flashing different colors.
with no idea
So we're
as to
selling it.
how important this gun is, because I don't, or anything like that. I just nonchalantly reach in and just, oh, that's nifty, and I just
Yeah. Miller just kind of takes it from his hand. Nope. We got this. This guy's guy's dangerous.
Remember what I said about grenades?
This guy's dangerous.
that's a gun,
Yes.
not a grenade. I'm fine.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Sika, can we go talk about this guy? We leave the scene.
Wait, do they both know what that is? Like
I mean,
out of character, we have an idea.
Out
about
of
it.
character, they know
Okay.
very much what it is.
because
But-
I
100%.
don't know what it is.
That's why I
In
said the
character-
Technomancer thing got me going.
Yeah.
In character, the Technomancer thing is a trigger, and Miller gets excited about boxing gloves. So, this is a really ornate-looking handgun
Mhm.
made by a Technomancer. Technomancers do not generally make weapons. They may make mods for weapons. They do not traditionally make weapons themselves. Not mods. What are the weapon attachments called? Doesn't matter.
Mods.
no,
Is it mods? I didn't think so. I thought they had another word.
no.
Fusions.
Fusions. Thank
yes,
you.
yeah.
Yes, Technomancers make fusions, not usually weapons themselves. Maybe later level weapons that are really powerful. I don't know about that, but like your mundane handgun made by Technomancers is a pretty big deal.
Okay.
Means there's magic involved, probably. Any other final questions as Captain Sally is about to board her Water Draco shuttle?
Thanks, Sally. We're even.
I give her a means to contact us through like an encrypted line.
Done.
I give her my business card.
She pockets it. She says, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll ping you every so often just in case you have any information on the Border Space Union. I don't expect much from you, especially him. Nods to Rye. But if something comes up, I'll check in periodically, just a ping, and that'll tell you where you can contact us if you have anything. All right? It's going to be a roving location because we will not be tied down.
All
And
right.
honestly, I mean, if maybe you need
You're
something
not
later,
there.
need some help, I mean, we might not look it, but we are fairly capable. And we do have we do have it out for the BSU a bit.
Yeah, and we've been together for like a whole 2 weeks. It's weird.
It's almost like we're good at this.
Yeah.
High fives to Miller.
So, basically,
Rex
we don't
holds
like
up his
them.
side too.
Yep. High fives all around.
she shakes her head. She's like, all right, it has been talking to you, and boards the shuttle through their like access path and gets back to her ship, and their ship leaves without any further altercations with you guys.
Well, that
Well,
was
she
pleasant,
isn't
actually,
pleasant.
finding somewhat friends in space instead of things that want to kill us. Although she did kind of want to kill us at first. But,
Yeah.
I don't think she
You know.
ever wanted to kill us. I think I was pretty good about calling her a bluff. Am I right, guys? I'm right.
Yes, actually,
I think you were lucky.
that was...
You didn't even give her a yeehaw.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean,
Missed
wasn't that the
opportunity.
You had practiced that for so
yeah,
long.
you practiced. You locked yourself in your bedroom for 4 days after meeting these guys, practicing yeehaw.
She might not have appreciated the yeehaw. That might have been the classiest thing Rye has done.
Oh yeah, that yeehaw is Charlie. I
Yes.
would have sent her.
Yes. I waited for it. You did not
Mhm.
offer it. I was like,
Mhm.
all right. Either you know or you're just Patrick. Turns out you're just Patrick.
Hey.
We are now at 10:30.
Sure.
For the people who are like, I don't know what Dustin's talking about in terms of that fancy gun.
Yes.
Would
One
you
that
either
Zero's really sad you took away because I use handguns.
I do
well,
too.
whomever uses it can figure it out later. I actually think the worst person for it is technically Justin, but that's
Yeah,
however you
probably.
guys want to play it.
Depends on how it works, but...
what do they call it? It's a caster.
Yeah.
Just caster weapon, caster
Yeah. It's a
Okay.
caster gun
Caster.
or something like that.
caster gun. It's not caster rifle, but it's caster something. It's the weapon the protagonist uses in Outlaw Star. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm giving them a
Yeah.
Starfinder version.
Nerd.
Which is
Fine.
like probably in my top at least 5 anime ever.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't. I wouldn't put it up.
Oh, I love Outlaw Star. I
I like
fan.
it. I would say
Let's
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about
Let's-
that during the after
yeah.
party. Does anyone have anything they want to close out with before we get to the after party?
Hey, bro. We do appreciate you.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
We
Hey,
do.
you're fixing my gun.
Is he?
Just
That was a look.
to
Hey,
get
Secret
the-
never did anything to Brawl.
All
Just
right.
saying.
Nick would like to do many things to many people in the party. Brawl would not do those things.
Hey, Seeker has not once said anything bad about Brawl this entire episode.
Neither is Milla.
I'm gonna stop that tirade there. Next time we're gonna pick up. We should be going to Pyramid Station Beta. I will probably fast forward you right there. We will be at our first official Starfinder dungeon crawl.
Hooray! It only took a season.
That's fine. And until then, guys, just remember, never split the party.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pat.
Patrick.
I didn't split anything. I saved the party.